Okay, this is Tracy Kelly one more time. This should be the last part, part 3, Grow STEM, and I'm starting with evaluation accountability of program evaluation. So I listed here F1, evaluation documentation. This is what we learned, that our findings were limited. We needed more time. E2, internal meta evaluation, need to have one. It was affirmed that they didn't have one internal that we were aware of. That's obviously a problem. And then E3, external meta evaluation, and one should be done at least annually. So maybe the students of the doctoral program do that once a year for the Grow STEM and Randy Schultz, Dr. Schultz. It's possible, which would make it my understanding at least annually. I do not recall them having an internal one, which, you know, it should have one. It was enough money. It was a big enough program that there should be an internal one, and maybe it's Randy Schultz, not sure. So what was learned obviously was there were limited findings. More time was needed. What was affirmed was that they need to have an internal meta evaluator. It was challenging, obviously, because of the time, the findings, the stakeholders, lots of shortcomings there that were challenging, and then how will your practice be impacted moving forward. I will look for internal, external evaluators, meta evaluation moving forward into any additional evaluations. But I think it's also going to change the fact of how I evaluate students as far as their IEPs. Obviously, I'm not going to write in an internal evaluator, because obviously that would be me as far as external as well. But spending the time required, knowing the stakeholders, understanding where they really... One of the things I've always asked my parents is, where do you want your child to be, you know, as an adult? Do you want them to work? What do you expect out of them or think they can achieve? And even with first, second, and third graders, especially with those that have learning disabilities, I find it's a better communication, a better relationship, but it controls where we want to go. But I also have those parents that, like, just teach him some stuff. I want him to be able to tie his shoes, whatever it is. Okay, sure, we can get that done too. So having those relationships built, having that communication, knowing the stakeholders, know the program itself, where it needs to, what they're trying to accomplish with the program, what they set up as their goals and objectives, as well as their purpose, because not all are written well, not all are perfect. Obviously, that's why we study them. But moving forward, I've got to take my time and put the effort in to make sure that we address all the stakeholders, we have the resources, we cross the T's, dot the I's, not piss anybody off. No surprises. I mean, keep them informed as you move forward. And then my last slide basically says, ask for questions. I know this is a one-way presentation, so there won't be any. But I appreciate the effort and let me doing it this way, and hopefully everything's okay with your mom. Thanks. Bye.